Time now to debate some of the big stories of the week with the Inside Utah Politics panel. This week we have former Congressman Ben McAdams and House Majority Leader Mike Schultz. Gentlemen, great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Glenn. Great to be with you.
Thanks, Glenn.
Let's start off with the Senate 2022 race. Since I have you here, Ben, you endorsed Evan McMullin, an independent candidate in this race. Why did you do that?
Yeah, you know, Glenn, I've been in Washington. I have seen how broken our nation's capital is. Both Republicans and Democrats, the system is completely dysfunctional. So for me, when I looked at Evan's candidacy, I think, you know, it's time to try something new. And the fact that he's running as an independent, not going to be beholden to either political party, I think it's, you know, I think it's time to try something new and to elect somebody who's going to go back there and make the right decisions about what's right for Utah, what's right for the country, and not do it through a partisan lens. I think that's what it maybe is going to take to fix what's broken about Washington.
Representative Schultz, McMullin is jumping in the race on the assumption that he'll be facing Senator Mike Lee in the general. So for the purpose of this conversation, let's make that assumption as well, knowing, you know, there's still a primary to get through first. How do you see this race playing out if it were to be Senator Lee versus Evan McMullin?
Oh, great question, Glenn. Senator Lee will do just fine. He's done an amazing job going back to Washington, advocating for Utah's conservative values. You look at the stuff that's coming out of the Democrat administration right now and the Democrat-led Congress right now, and Senator Lee will do just fine.
Ben, why endorse an independent in this race and not wait for the potential nominee of your own party?
Well, first of all, I will say there are issues that I really like that Evan McMullin supports, and there are issues I don't agree with him on everything. But here's what I know, is a Democrat is not going to win the U.S. Senate race in Utah in 2022. And so, you know, we can face that futile task of getting behind a candidate who we know can't win, but I think there's just too much on the line. It's time to try something new, and I think it's time for Utah Democrats to get behind an independent who has a path to win. And look, I think Evan McMullin can win and will win this election next November. So it would be my hope that Democrats don't even put forward a candidate, and we put our energy, as Evan McMullin has called for independents, Republicans, Democrats to get on board and to support his candidacy. I'm encouraging Utah Democrats to do exactly that.
That's what I was wondering. And you just made the call that you don't even want to see your party put up a nominee. So if that were the case, Representative Schultz, does that change things?
No,
if it's
it doesn't.
just the two of them?
And I think it's telling. I just want to point this out. I think that's telling that you have, and I've worked really well with former Congressman Ben McAdams on some big issues in the state, and we've been able to work and cross party lines and come up with some of those solutions. But that's not what you're seeing today with the Democratic Party, and that's why they're not relative in the state of Utah. They've left the average everyday American behind. They've left average day Utahn behind, and the citizens of Utah are not buying what's currently coming out of the Democratic Party, and that's why you're seeing that.
Real quick, I don't bring the two of you on to agree anyway, so I'm glad to see this. We don't want all roses here. Ben, your response.
No, I was just going to say, I think Washington is completely broken. Republican, Democrat. Mike Lee's talking this week about shutting down the government again. And, you know, I think people are tired of the dysfunction in Washington. I'm encouraged that Evan isn't running as a Democrat. He's not running as a Republican. He's running as an independent. And I think as an American who wants to see Washington fixed and functional and working again, not government shutdowns, I think it's time to try something new. And getting behind an independent might be exactly what it takes to start fixing what's broken in Washington.
Address that,
I just want to point out one thing real quick, Glenn. The Democrats don't need Republicans' support. They can pass whatever they need to pass without Republican support to keep the government going. So this isn't a Republican issue. This is the Democrats. If the government shuts down, this is solely on the Democrats.
Ben, I'd like to hear you respond to something that the representative said earlier about the Democratic Party in Utah leaving the average Utahn behind. Do you believe that's what is happening? We haven't seen Democrats win a statewide race since like the mid-90s.
Look, I'm a believer that there are good people in both political parties. As Representative Schultz said, we've worked together on numerous issues. We haven't always agreed, but I think that's been our strength as we come at problems with different points of view and different perspectives. And then we sit at the table and we hammer it out until we can move forward with a solution. I actually think the Utah legislature, as much as, look, I'll disagree frequently with things that I see coming through the Utah legislature, but I think that's an example of where things work. I know when I was a state senator, and I know from my Democratic colleagues on the Hill, more often than not, they're at the table. They're expressing their viewpoints, sometimes forcefully, sometimes angrily, sometimes in a collaborative way, but they're at the table. They're not kicked out of the room. They're at the table, not all the time, but they're working through issues. And I think that Utah's well served by that approach, that everybody's welcome at their table. You're not always going to be agreed with. You're not going to always get your ideas passed, but you're at the table trying to hammer stuff out. And I give kudos to Representative Schultz and to our Utah legislature for taking that approach. That is not what happens in Washington from either side.
Yeah.
You're either in power or you're completely in the wilderness, and I think that's what's broken. That's why I like the idea of an independent who isn't part of either party going to be there and try to bring that conversation back to ideas, not political party.
I think that's one thing we all three can agree on, is that things work differently in Utah than they do in Washington, no doubt about that. All right, I want to get to another topic real quick, and that was a poll of the governors across the country, Morning Consult doing this poll. Our governor, Spencer Cox, coming in at number 10 with 62% approval rating. Representative Schultz, rate the governor and the job he's done so far.
Well, I think he's done a great job so far. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'll just say the legislature and the governor works really well together. And we've came together, we've kept Utah safe, we kept Utah open, and we did that without stepping on the constitutional rights and stripping away every day Utahns' ability to choose for themselves and their constitutionally protected abilities. And like so many other states have. So many other states have stepped all over the citizens of their states. And so that's why you're seeing good poll numbers coming out of Utah. And so I think the governor's done a pretty good job working with.
Ben, your assessment of the governor, and are you surprised to see a 62% during a time of pandemic?
Yeah, I used to joke when I was in politics that as a politician, you get credit for things that you deserve no credit for, and you get blame for things that you deserve no blame for. And so I would say, most people feel like the state of Utah is heading in the right direction. There are good things happening. The economy is good. Unemployment is low. There are certainly choppy waters out there and concerns on the horizon, but by and large, people are happy with the direction that Utah's heading in. As we talked earlier, things in Utah, our political climate is different as well. And so I think the governor inherits some of that goodwill from the people who feel like our state's heading in the right direction.
Okay, 9 of the top 10 governors are Republican. Do we look at that and glean anything from that, Representative?
Oh, absolutely. I think we do. And I think it goes a little bit deeper than what Ben just talked about. I'll tell you, I see it every day. Utah's number one in the nation for middle class. We're on one of the higher ones, or if not the number one, states in the nation for upward mobility, meaning we're bringing more citizens from the lower class to the middle class and middle class to the upper class. We're one of the best. We lead the state in that, or the nation in that. Another thing is we have one of the lowest poverty rates in the nation. And these are because of conservative values. And that's why you're seeing those numbers reflect so well. And not just in Utah, but around the nation. And you look at what the Democrat Party and not good people like my friend Ben McAdams here. I'm talking about the leftists that have overtaken the Democrat Party. The citizens of the state are not buying that. The citizens of this nation are not buying what's coming there, out of there, and out of the Democratic Party nationwide. And that's why you're seeing these numbers all across the nation.
All right, Ben, why only one Democratic governor in the top 10?
I don't know the other states or what their politics are. I will make one commentary, and again, it's how I think things work well in the state of Utah, and things are completely broken at the national level. So you look at, there was a poll done, I think it was in December, right before Joe Biden took office, and Democrats felt that the economy was in terrible shape, and Republicans felt like it was going well. And a month later, Joe Biden is sworn in as president, and the numbers flipped. All of a sudden, Republicans think the economy is in terrible shape, and Democrats think it's going well. I think we need to be careful about deciding whether or not things are going well based on whether our political party's in power or not. I think things are going well in here in Utah. We have a Republican governor, we have a Republican legislature. Things are going well. I think that more often than not they're inclusive, not all the time again, but more often than not they're inclusive in their policies and they bring diverse perspectives to the table to hammer things out. That is kudos to, I think, our political leadership and to our Democrats who also sit at that table. But you know, some of these things are irrespective of who we elect to office. Our strong economy, we have great businesses and an entrepreneurial spirit, and the people of Utah really deserve credit for a lot of the things that are going well. And the best we can do is not get in the way, to let Utah shine and let the people of Utah continue to propel us forward. And I don't think that's a Republican or a Democratic thing. And I would love to see us to take a similar approach to Washington. Joe Biden and Donald Trump can take very little credit and sometimes very little blame for the successes or failures of our economy. It's the American people and the American spirit that we need to allow it to just thrive and to move forward.
Okay, we have run out of time.
Yeah.
Excellent conversation. Appreciate both of you being here this morning. Thanks so much.